The House Museum Villa Freischütz opened its doors to the public in 2019. Since then, we have shown exhibitions, produced a podcast, organized readings, and discussed new ideas over countless espressos in our kitchen. The kitchen is the centerpiece of Villa Freischütz, like in many real homes. A real home. This is how we present Villa Freischütz to our audience. We do not see Villa Freischütz primarily as an art museum, even if everyone is invited to enjoy the beautiful works of art that wine merchant Franz Fromm collected a century ago. Instead, we do understand Villa Freischütz as a real home of real people. In doing so, we are counteracting the narrative of rich means happy. Rather, we present the former residents as individuals who laughed and cried together, helped each other, and got on each other's nerves. This way, visitors can easily connect with the collector and his family and with the past. The permanent exhibition focuses on the period after the First World War, when Italy annexed South Tyrol. The difficult history of the town of Merano and its region is explained through the story of the Fromm family. Visitors are invited to ask themselves, where do I belong? Unlike most museums, our visitors are invited to touch many of the objects and to sit down on the historical chairs and sofas. The idea is to let the visitors experience Villa Freischütz not as a museum, but as a place for living. This approach is strongly inspired by the Historic House Museum anarchists, who encouraged us not to put the objects first, but the visitors. All visitors. We firmly believe that museums matter. What they show or do not show is not just a reflection of society, but also has an impact on the way we live together. Social inclusion is a particular concern of ours. Instead of the collector, it is his daughter, Zoila, who guides visitors through the permanent exhibition, thus placing women in the foreground. We not only tell the story of the Fromm family, but also the story of the governesses and servants who lived with them under the same roof. This also includes tackling difficult issues from the past in order to promote social equality today. One particular example of this is our project, the Ethiopian Cloak. By focusing on a single object, we were able to communicate the complex issue of restitution to a wide audience. It is almost certain that Franz Fromm's son-in-law brought the cloak back to Merano from the Italo-Abyssinian War. We are the first museum in Italy to offer an object for restitution on our own initiative. We are a small museum without permanent staff. There's only the board of the foundation Navarini Ugarte, freelancers and our marvelous volunteers. But we are convinced that it is not the budget that is key, although not unimportant, but the values on which our work is based. We are proud to be a non-perfect museum. It makes us a human museum.